Pederson guy seems to be working out okay. Could you talk about him and also Zack?
Start with Zack. Zack was pretty much dominated that game, and just the way he was tonight, just on the attack. Obviously very few pitches early, a lot of pitches the last couple, but really sharp tonight. I thought he was outstanding. Obviously, Dre's hit huge. Kind of breaking the ice for us. I haven't been able to score in a while. And then obviously Joc's just a clutch, getting that run and getting it in that fashion. So, and I know he's been working on stuff, and he's hit some big ones, but I know he's still kind of he's still work in motion.
Does Grandal have a concussion, or what's going on there?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if he's out or not with concussion. We took him out of the game tonight as precautionary, for sure. He seemed to be okay after the getting hit on the side of the head with the bat, and then he got hit next inning again. And I was just looking at him when he kind of stepped out twice during that at bat before he hit the ball to center, and then when he came back in. Stan was, paying close attention. So I think he was just more, hopefully it's nothing. We'll see. But, as of tonight, precautionary where we took him out.
Fair to say you don't play tomorrow?
He wasn't playing tomorrow anyway. It was AJ tomorrow. So it's fair to say that. But the biggest thing, I think they will assess him, tomorrow. And see where we're at.
What's the conversation like when you went out in the 8 before camp and you talked to Zack? I think some guys were laughing.
Well, AJ said, I think I like Zack here with this matchup, and I said I like him too, but I want to know if Zack likes it or not. And Zack felt like that was, he felt like he had the pitches for him. The pitch count really wasn't ridiculously high, but it was just the fact that the last 2 innings were a lot. And, once Matt kind of got away without wasn't like a battle there, missing. And felt like I had to, try to bring Hatch in there to get that out.
You have to watch him pretty close when the 7th comes. I know that's right around the time that Zack sometimes.
Tonight I wasn't really thinking about it at all because of he had to battle the inning before to get out. Venable hits that ball, gets the double, and then Venable hits that ball, gets a jam shot to center, and he had to battle from there. So tonight I really wasn't worried about it, but then he had through a bunch of pitches again, and it wasn't as sharp.
You said that Yasmani was hurt once when he was hit on the side of the head with the bat. What was the subsequent injury?
The next at bat. Next time out, they fouled a ball back and hit him.
You have 2 relievers that used to be catchers. Does your emergency catcher really Van Slyke?
Kike.
It is Kike.
Kike.
Did Grandal go to the hospital or did he stay here?
He stayed here. He left though. His wife. He went home with his wife. Yeah.
What does he have to do to, I guess, be cleared? Is there a specific protocol?
Yeah, I'm not sure of the protocol, but I know it's obviously it's been a huge issue over the last few years. I know they had to take some kind of test in spring training. I don't know if everybody did. Stan said he passed all those, and I was sitting there when he was asking questions, but he did, so then he took that second one off, and I think Stan was a little worried about him at that point.
So he passed those tests before the foul?
Yes.
Before the foul.
Yeah.
Hey, Don, you said that he knew a couple of years ago that he had a tear in the labrum. Were you aware of it at the time, and was there a discussion that we're going to sign him anyway just because we think it's minor, or do you remember anything?
I definitely wasn't part of that discussion. I've heard that, subsequently over, when he's had some little shoulder stuff over the last couple of years. I've heard that there was a labral tear to begin with.
In your mind, was surgery to fix that something that was going to happen at some point?
Not necessarily. He's pretty good. He's pretty good for a while there. We really felt like he was on his way back. He threw a pin there. He was throwing like 87, 88. Bounced back from that fine, and that was kind of getting right to where, Hunjin out of the bullpen. That's actually high velocity for him. And so we were feeling like this guy's getting ready to go. Really, he was close to getting ready to go to rehab games. And then all of a sudden, the next one, there wasn't velocity. And that's what I talked about in Milwaukee, that the velocity all of a sudden wasn't there. It was more like an 83, 84. And that's the same thing that happened that day in spring training. I think it was in maybe Kansas City, where the velocity was way down.
From what you've heard, is there a chance he could come back stronger, assuming that there is no tear in there?
That would be for everybody else. But we talked about in San Francisco that this, after that, the kind of the little briefing from Stan after the surgery, it was like best case scenario. This thing couldn't have went any better. So I don't know how to characterize that, what that's going to be. But again, it was best case scenario for Hunjin.
When were you told that there was a tear?
It's been a couple, last year sometime, before the, and it wasn't like they don't tell me things like that. It's just that you hear it when they start talking, when he's having some stuff last year, whatever they were calling it last year. That's when you hear he's had something before they even signed him.
They said it was nothing mechanical.
Yeah, again, that's for someone else. I'm just knowing that it sounds like it went really well, as well as can be expected.